I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is Friday, August 4th, 2023. Hope you had a good week. Amazing day here. Big ass retrace back into the daily imbalance I've mentioned, and then watch this previous video so this makes sense. And then after we hit that target and the week's open of this week, beautiful taps right to it, beautiful sell for that, coming right for the liquidity, and almost went into this daily imbalance all in the same day. So sometimes they'll do that. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low so far. How far is this going to drip? We don't know. But let's go into it here. And so yesterday when we made this video and we stopped here, right? This wasn't open yet. And I mentioned yesterday, I said, okay, we're gonna when we were closing, I said we were gonna buy up, right? If we were gonna have pretty much some bullish momentum or direction for getting above this high. Price did exactly that. Opened up, came all the way up, 1 drive, 2 drives, 3 drives. All right, now we're in this candle. I'm obviously not awake or anything. This is London time. And remember when I made this fib here from A to B, all right? So is this the retrace or not? Okay, sometimes it'll get deeper. And the way they set this up, they set it up for 8:30 news this morning. And when I'm here waiting, because I'm prepared at 8:30, sure enough, I saw, okay, and I've seen this a million times. You got these lower highs here, we mentioned. I'm sorry, higher lows mentioned. And then expecting a retrace back down so we can go up. Because this is generally the main target. All right, because this is wide open, this daily imbalance. So we retraced after making all these 3 drives. They retraced down, and this is pre-New York, taking all that liquidity out. You would look for a buy normally, but you wait for the 8:30 because price shot up here, got in here, shot all the way back down for 8:30, and then bought from here. And from here, develop the next range because you're in this range, right? So if you're in this range, so yesterday also, before I continue, you got to also remember that, yes, we would like this to be the retracement and we wanted it to kind of keep going up, right? Thought I might wake up and see it up here, but it didn't. So it failed. You got to understand this. So because of that, they wiped out all these people here. And really, when it fails to break that high, you're going to get a deeper retracement, right? So where does that deeper retracement go? Well, could be 79, could be 70, could be 88. Could get real close underneath here to wipe out everybody that bought here, because we bought here. Sure enough, almost came to my entry here from yesterday. But so understanding that logic, this is framing my day. So let me go into a smaller time frame. This is a 5-minute. Yeah. Go to a smaller time frame. Beautiful fucking day, man. I mean, this day could not have got any easier. Yeah, yesterday was a little choppy and whatever, but a very good idea to understand is when you get that displacement, when I mentioned that was a displacement. Now, again, not long-term displacement or anything, but it's the displacement for this leg to retrace for a lower high, right? Because they got to break above and come below. And then look how they come back down. I'm on the top 1 hour. See, they come back down to take out that liquidity from the PM session yesterday. That's also what you want to look for. That's a possibility that it comes in and then goes back up because everybody thinks it's selling. So in general, if you're confused here, do the opposite. Meaning if you think it's going to sell right through, then buy it. Whatever. But the point is, beautiful day though. I'm aware of this. I've seen this many times. That's why I was screaming yesterday about a displacement. So again, the only thing I probably didn't mention yesterday is that this higher low will not be the real higher low. This will be internal structure and get taken out. This is more short-term logic. If it held, it held, but you have to also remember to give it the possibility of taking out that low and then coming a little bit deeper, keeping that low intact, higher low intact, and then to buy up again. So they came for this first. So let me go. Actually, I need to go into a 10-second because there's no way I can show you these trades. And then today, again, I don't want to keep doing this. I did screenshot a lot of the work today. This 830 I could not screenshot because it was just moving too fast for me. And I'd have to focus. I really have to focus. So I'm not going to mess up my livelihood type of thing just so I can take a screenshot. I don't give a fuck about a screenshot. So, but anyways, so here we go. So now look at, it's 8:30 here. Okay, 8:30. So we're sitting here, and keep in mind, I'm over here like, okay, we are down here for the pre-New York session right here. So we're already low here. Okay, so we got this low here, which you want to probably see it here. So this is 750. You can see it on the 15-minute right there. See that low right there? So which is here. So we come up now. You let 830 play around, man. You don't want to be chasing 830 on the head, unless you already got order flow. But price comes up, 830 shoots down, shoots up, fake move, retraces all the way back down and takes that liquidity out. All right, because keep in mind, we have taken that liquidity out, yes, but there's this liquidity here that people are in. This gets deeper into the retracement on this side, and sure enough, it breaks down. Now we're hovering right above this green line. Now, in a normal case, I wouldn't mess with this, but because I was confident and I understood that this was a displacement and this was the trick, this range just to come back down to here, I knew that we were going to buy. So I wait for that flow, and I make sure for confirmation I really wait. So what I do is the price comes down, all right, peaks down. This is all a wick, all right? Peaks down, shoots up, comes back in, and could have been a buyer. I'm not interested, just in case. It does dip down. So then price then shoots back up, retraces back, taps that block. This is my entry, always. But I'm like, I'm not going to get suckered because I know the way they've been bringing the price real close to the original origin is I'm not messing with it. So I wait for one more confirmation. So we got that down candle right there, that little one right there. See that little one? And then we had this down candle, which is a little bullish candle though. Then pops up and then pops back in. Where does it pop back in? Pops right back into that block. My stop loss is going to be right here because it's fast. I don't expect it to come lower. It wouldn't go underneath this 50% of this candle. If it comes lower, then I'm completely wrong. But this is my confirmation. I have another confirmation with popping back up and coming right back in, right into that block. Sure enough, held beautifully, took off. Okay, so this is the first trade. This is going right to the liquidity here because keep in mind, I don't know where it's really going to go yet. But I'm going to take this profit. I'm going to make sure I take my profit. So this profit gets taken, done. All right. And we keep slowing around because I know I'm waiting for the 930. Watch this. Can't make this shit up, man. So then price playing around here. This is a 10-second chart, by the way, right? Now this right here, price is 926, not 930 yet, right? Right when the 930 clicks in here, right into these down candles right here on a 1 minute. This is a 1 minute candle. This is all just a 1 minute candle. I'm even going to show you. Right there. See that candle right there? That 1 minute candle, we pop up and we come right into it. So 930, I've seen this a million times. If you're going to catch this buy and this 930 is going to run, it's not going to break this low. It's going to literally fall right into a block and it's going to buy the hell up. So let me go back to a 10-second because this is the way you'll understand when I show you the trade. But all right, so entry right here, right when it comes in, I ended up tapping this. I ended up hitting buy twice, which I've rarely do. Last time I ever done that was like a year ago, and I hit it twice, man. And I was like, I didn't even realize I hit it twice. Didn't even know I had doubled the position, and then the fucking thing ran, and I was like, holy shit! But I was excited because I wanted this trade regardless, and I knew we were coming into this daily imbalance. So trade runs right for it, right for the. I take the profit once it gets above here, and then if I could show you now that we're here, right on this 15-minute. See that? And I'm looking for a sell because here's the love-hate relationship I have with hitting a daily imbalance. It'll sometimes hit it and then reverse. You know, in this case on a fib, it reversed all the way back. We're in this fib. See this fib here? We're in this fib right here, A to B. All right, because when this is running, remember we're in this fib here, right here, this range, and we bought from here. So it's going to make a new higher high and retrace back for a higher low. That's why I got this fib from A to B once it reached up here, right? Which is now you're seeing it here. Hope you're following me here. And so I'm catching this buy all the way for a higher high. And the love-hate relationship I have sometimes is it'll hit this and then it'll sell back off. People think, oh, it's not coming back up here. We already hit the daily imbalance. It doesn't need to even be rebalanced anymore. But I know that's a trick because price is going to be drawn constantly until it is filled, generally, right? So anyways, I take this sell, and I take this sell with more confirmation. I didn't take it here, which I wanted to, but I end up taking it here. After it broke this block here, came down, came back up into this imbalance. I mean, you can't miss it right here. Look at that. You can't miss it. As soon as it taps in, stop loss right above there. And if it keeps going, then this is not the right trade for me. So anyways, take the sell all the way down to a retracement below the 50. Right? And when I take this, trade up here, I'm out. Take the profit. Done. I'm making sure that I'm constantly taking the profit. All right. It's August and it's this kind of day and I'm not playing around. And side note, my aunt passed away, and I get this news, and that I know that I'm only trading till 10:30 today. I have to leave. And I had a bunch of stuff to do with people coming out of town and all this crazy shit. So I said I was going to stop at 10:30, and then I managed that last trade on a phone, and which I'll explain in a second. But anyways, I got to go. So take the sell here. Take it. Where am I taking it? Well, I do want to take it to here because this is the 9:30 open buy that I took. So I make sure I take the profit, and I was super happy with this. Ended up coming down more, which I was completely okay with. I let it come down, and I'm watching it, and then it comes down right underneath the 61, right? And you can see over here reaches the 61 with the wicks. Bodies are kind of floating by the 50, so I didn't expect it to come any more deeper. And we took this liquidity out right here, and we also got into this block right here, this inversion imbalance right here. If I drag this out, and I'm watching this, I don't have this dragged out or anything. I know where it is. But see that right there? And then boom, bounces right off of this. So I don't look for a specific, I have to have it bounce specifically on it. I get the general gist, all right? But the hot area is where I want is over here. But to refine and tune this is liquidity under here, right? And over here with that daily imbalance, that inversion imbalance, which is beautiful. All right, so then price comes down. I'm looking for a buy here, and I'm out of the trade. And then I'm looking for a buy here. Price makes a big down candle, pops above it, comes back in, and I'm already in it. Wow, this thing got moved or something. Yeah, I moved it by accident. I think it was by the phone or something. So this stop loss was here. All right, price taps in. I don't want it to go below 50%, right? So, or literally underneath here, and I'm getting that, right? I'm getting that beautifully, not coming underneath, taps in, and order flow. We tap in a couple times. This is the last resort. This block down right here. This down block's inside here, and I expect this to hold as support. Sure enough, the block comes right in. Very common, nothing abnormal, and we're off. So where are we going? Well, remember, I take this trade because we reached the daily imbalance. We reached that daily imbalance, and we're getting a retrace because this is that higher low to higher high to higher low. This is now that higher low I'm mentioning, and because again they'll retrace it and they'll throw it back up until they want to complete it or whatever, dangle this carrot. But I've seen this a million times. So this is that next higher low. We take that trade. Now where are we taking it? This is the higher low and we retrace. I want to make a new higher high, right? Okay, so price runs up here. This is now 10:30. I have to leave, and I left. I left this. I screenshotted this up to here just to show like basic liquidity for sure at the minimum, even if it didn't come up here. Like this is a minimum target in general, right? And I also draw the fib from here to here, not because I don't think it's going to bust through, but because I want to see if it does struggle and if it does retrace and comes back down. But this fib isn't important. This was just me thinking. But anyways, so the trade keeps going and takes out that high. We get back now into this. It's 10:30 and I'm gone, right? I'm managing it off the phone. Reaches up here one more time at the almost 50% level, and I'm finished. I decided to close out. I'm fucking don't need nothing else. And I end up taking this trade. Where does it? So what does it do? Look at it. It comes up and then it's hugging around this line. Look at this purple daily line, bottom daily line. Look at this. So you see it. It's laying on it, man. You can't. It's not by accident. So that's common. If anyone, I would never take a sell from here because if you take a look here, when we made this higher low to make the new higher high, we want to stretch for a higher high. Not this little movement here. This is just a little bit. This is like a first retracement in going up in this leg from higher low to higher high. That makes sense, right? So retracement, finished of the leg, higher high, and look, where does it go? I can't make this up. I've had these levels drawn already. All right, see this? This is the week opening gap right here, where we first started from the week, beginning of Sunday night. Look how it sat nicely. So when I said hate love relationship, what does the price do? It'll do this. You'll see it. First came up, comes up again, retraces, fake move down. It's a bull flag. This is a trusting bull flag for me. All right, another bull flag. Again, also trusting only because yes, we're at 50%, but you do generally want to efficiently deliver price above the daily imbalance, and we also have that's sitting there by itself, man. This has been here. All right. So anyways, you'll see the behavior pops up again, induce people to sell from here. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking with this. I'm going to let it give me a signal. Shoots up to here. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And at this point, I'm on my phone. So I end up taking this trade on my phone and I'm not even here. Anyways, price shoots down and I was trying to catch it here on the phone. I was like, fuck. I was trying to catch it and I couldn't catch it at first because it just kept slowly popping up, and then it cracked, popped up again right to the now here. I said yesterday, you'll never generally see this, but you'll see 3 tests of that high. Look at that. High, high, high. This is very uncommon. So when I saw that, I said, I'm not fucking with this yet either, because we had potential on the top side just in case it wanted to go more. If you look on the daily, we had this opening gap right here. This gap is still here on this daily chart, and there's no body here. So in the long run, we're eventually coming back here. However long, I have no idea, but I don't care. That wasn't my concern. We did wipe out that daily imbalance, but trying to catch this. Then it displaced here. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to catch this buy. Let me go to a 1 minute because that was actually how I caught it. Not on the 10-second. Crazy, beautiful day, man. Anyways, all right, displaced right here. We have this imbalance and we have that one. I'm not confident that it's going to come back up here because it's ready to roll. They've just been buying crazily and they've already finished that daily imbalance and we just hit the week opening. So as soon as it pops up into here, I take the trade. My stop loss is literally above this 50% of here and a little bit above this candle. Sure enough, panned out beautifully and I couldn't believe. Okay, so yeah, I gotta try to make these videos shorter, man. So my whole idea here was, okay, we got this higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. If we do come down here and retrace, all right, I see this falling and it's constantly falling. I'm like, I'm holding this shit because here's a big opportunity for us to come and take out that low. I wasn't even thinking about this daily imbalance that I've been mentioning for a while here. This level, I didn't expect it for all that to get to here all in one day. Like I was guaranteed this and I was guaranteed a retracement back somewhere here. Okay, but I did not expect it to, and here at the least, but I did not expect it to come this low. But anyways, it did. Sink into hell, man. It was amazing. And then when the trade, I managed this trade up until it got to here. Kept sinking. See this? And then right here, I'm done. I completely got out, took the money off my fucking phone. Anyways, now let me show you the trades. All right, real quick. Here's the I couldn't do the 8:30 open because look at this. It just was moving way too fast. I closed that out anyway. And then here is, I was able to screenshot the open of 9:30. Popped right in. You can see my level 35,388. I'm in. By the time I screenshot it, it's here. Again, I'm not doing this anymore because it's too nerve-wracking for me. But anyways, and then you see us coming up to here. I screenshotted it actually here because I knew it would be moving fast. And obviously, we busted right through it, right? So you could see. Oh, and this is when I hit double. Yeah, so I ended up hitting. And you can see my stop loss has only 8 contracts. I hit it twice and it gave me 16 contracts. I didn't even know it until I was like, man, what the hell? Why is there so much money? And as you see, I didn't even fix it because I didn't even realize it. But, and then, yeah, I didn't even realize it yet. I was so fixated on getting here and paying attention to the price and structure. So a retrace back right into here. Look at that. Oh, I think it was an exact level, right? I think it was an exact level. And sure enough, it was a bull flag that I trusted. Why did I trust this bull flag? Because we were trying to get into here. So I have no reason to be coming down here. So I screenshotted this, took the profit when it reached here. And because I need to focus on the peak of my next trade. So this is as good as it got for me, buddy. So, and the next trade here, this is when I took that sell. I told you that it popped up. Yeah, this is on a 10-second, but on a 1 minute, I analyzed it. No, not this trade. No, this was a 10-second. We haven't got to that trade yet. This trade, yep, pops right into that daily imbalance. I put the stop loss here. And then by the time I screenshot it, because I got to pay attention here. By the time I screenshot it, I moved the stop into under break even, right? So that's the entry. And then here is the trade of where I took it out. Literally, I took it out here, but I screenshotted it. I screenshotted it here, but I was taking it out. And this is the reason why I don't want to do screenshotting and all that, because in literally less than whatever seconds, when I get these stretches, and I take profit, but by the time I screenshot it and then it comes like right here, right? So I don't like that, but I'm only doing this because of the day we had yesterday. People may, think I'm crazy and just talking shit here. So I'm making sure that I'm showing you I'm a motherfucking beast. But anyways, so take the profit there, and all right. So then after that profit's taken, I let it come down as I was mentioning. So now, as you see here, make sure you're following me here. Yep. So we made that higher high. We're trying to make a higher low, right? And that's why I took my profit, because it came right to my entry, and I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm done. I'm gonna let it do what it wants to do. You be patient, you wait for the next thing to happen. All right, so it decided to retrace deeper. Then I start to see that flow. As you see, I told you 50%. Okay, we came back. This is a 10-second, right? Yeah, came right back into that block, and was already in. Have my stop loss underneath 50%. Okay, which right now this looks. I'm taking this screenshot after I move it up, okay, because first I have it here. First the stop loss is here. And then once it's going correctly, I put and I get a down candle and it shoots up, I put my stop loss underneath that, because I do not expect it to go underneath this candle, all right? So take a look. Price comes up, comes down, comes right back into that block. My stop loss is here, and I'm good. Takes the fuck off. And that's that higher low. And what are we doing for a higher low after that? Whoops. After that, we make a higher high. We're trying to get back up into the top of this daily imbalance. And then this is the screenshot of now it's 10:27. I had to go, so I left it. I took this screenshot and I left it alone, and I wanted to take it up to here. And this is just showing the logic of when I took the trade. I didn't remove it or fix this. This is only for visual purposes for you guys. I don't have this on my screen. But anyways, so I left it here and I took the screenshot because this was taking forever, and I was like, whatever, I gotta go. Anyways, we took it all the way up here, as you knew, up to here. So then we get to, so we take this, that was the trade I was just talking about. New higher high, take it up to I took it to here. I didn't even take it up here. I was out by here. And all right, slowly went up. I was like, man, they're gonna screw everybody trying to get these sells. I'm gonna let this thing clean it out, and then I'll look for a sell. Sure enough, gets to the weekly open. I get that displacement, little displacement right there, and then as you see, it pops right into that candle right there. See that candle? Not that one, that one. Pops right into it and holds. That's what I want to see. Sure enough, fast market. I'm glad I took it. I was on the phone, and I was doing some shit, and then my girl was talking to me, and I was like, man, I was getting frustrated because she's like, what's wrong? I'm trying to catch this out. And I want to catch this really bad because I know this is going to be massive. And then I missed it, and it came down here. And then I was like, no, fuck it. I'm sticking with it. I'm not missing this trade. Pops up into this block, and then I push it, and I'm good. Fucking came all the way down, dude. I was like, man, this is wild. Anyways, it's not like I'm new to it. I'm just saying, like, for me to be able to navigate today like this, I didn't expect it to be this good. This was as easy for me as it could get. And then so yeah, man. As far as what we got next week, let me tell you, lower low, lower high. Is this the lower low? Do we keep, as you see here, they were screwing people over here, right? So let the drives come down. It's got to range out. So when this was forming, and here's a tip, sometimes, and it was kind of like this when it was coming down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You're letting it finish its drives, and this is kind of that idea. Now, do we end up popping back up first, or do we come down to pop back up? So here's the thing, real heavy. Look at the 1 hour, and this is a shift. So and write this as notes or whatever you want to do. This is very valuable, but there's no way I can make videos short. I don't understand. And you need to see this on a 15-second 15 minute to be honest. But when you see this is very common where when you're trying to catch this as a buy back up, it won't give it to you. It's literally, we might go into a new market what I mean is like when we come down, we do this. Hold on a second. So look at what I'm showing you here. You see that? You see how it like it? This becomes like a shift. This becomes like, how can I explain this? It becomes like the price gets stuck here, and it doesn't follow structure anymore like the way you were following. What it does is it comes down, so it comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, and it respects all these lower highs constantly. Like this should be a little lower. Oh shit. And it speakers out and it ranges out that way. And this is the control. This is where they control the price here, and they leave this for a while. Like it doesn't come back up here. So we might see this, and when this is forming out, you understand that that's a possibility. So we're not coming back up here. So for you to keep buying, trying to come up here, you're going to get hurt. So anyways, we might see this here until we get into here, and then we might pop back up. All right. So this is option 1. Okay. And then we kind of, this would be like your lower low, right? Like that's your lower low, lower high, lower low, and then lower high, and then they've engineered liquidity as well. Then they come back up in here. So that's option 1. Option 2, which I don't think option 2 is going to happen, but option 2 would be the obvious of, we do buy back from here, for example, and we kind of, do this first to then come back in here, which this is the lower low and that's the lower high. So is that the lower low or not is the question. Or does it come down a couple more times, not really get in here too much and then bounce back up? So that's what I'm looking for, and what I see here. So yeah, man, is there anything else here? But yeah, watch yesterday's video, so this all makes sense. I'm feeling amazing, and this was an amazing week for me. I keep getting better. This is like reminding me of 2022 all over again. But this was pretty easy, man. But as far as 4-hour goes, you see fair delivery is right here. How long does this take? But from the videos from last week, I was saying I want to see it. I said I wanted to see it lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right there. You see that? See these legs? This is how it got delivered. But I can't explain all this. But as you see, each leg up is higher high, higher low. Each leg down is lower low, lower high, right? And then this nice little shift of structure right here. Good experience for you to see. We do have that gap right there on the daily though. So, I mean, man, we'll see what they do with that. But that's not anything I'm looking at right now at all. All I'm looking for is to, create structure into here. All right. And dollar confirmed that. Yesterday I was telling you that we peaked up here. And then we made the video here, and I said if it's gonna go up past here, then we're gonna be bearish. And I said if it's gonna come lower than here, then we were gonna be bullish. All right. So what happened is it popped up, but this is not a lot of structure. This is also peaking out. Right, so it popped into that imbalance and took out that liquidity, taps it, see that? So this isn't you needed to keep going up for us to really be coming down first. That's why I said we were going to go, if you were going up first, then we would be coming down. So look at the price action, the dollar came down instead of coming up. You see, yes, we hit both. When I made the video here, we hit below first and up top first. So you hit both, right? So you might have been like, oh, where are we going? But this was giving you the clue that when we were coming down. I know you don't see it. I don't need to show it, but comes down. When you're starting to see this, this is letting you know we're coming down with dollar, and we're going up with this price action here. Now, when it took the sell and came all the way down, that's when we peaked down here, and then we started shooting up. See that? When we start shooting up like this, that justified us coming down. All right. Hope this helps you guys. Have a good weekend. Take care and God bless.